Josh, bit of a frustrating start to your Cats career, but things are back moving in the right direction now.
Yeah, they certainly are, and not just for the obvious reasons of the shutdown and the restart. Yeah, I got a what turned out to be a pretty significant back injury after I'd done about 7 months' work. So yeah, as you said, very frustrating. But I've played my third full game now, so just pleased to be on the upward path.
Really working into your footy and starting to see the results out there on the field.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a sort of a quick road back, with the compression of the season. I've tried to get ready as quick as possible, but I guess with the form of the AFL side, it's given me personally that opportunity to get actually fully match fit and start to challenge for a spot. So, probably now I feel like I'm physically could get through an AFL game, and that's important because you don't really have the ability not many players have the ability to go in there and play at sort of 70 or 80% fitness. So, starting to feel good, and hopefully we can press for selection quite soon.
With the team sitting where it is on the ladder, does that keep you in the positive mindset that you can come in and make an impact at the back end of the year?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I understand the window's getting smaller and smaller with each week that goes by, and I don't play. But there's probably 8 to 12 of us who have played AFL football, and the coaches know what they're going to get if they call upon us. So it's just incumbent upon us to be ready and to play and be in good form. And guys that are actually playing really solid games of footy in the AFL are missing out the following week. So guys like Lachlan Fogarty and Jordan Clark have just got to come back and really play at a level above this, and they've got that in them because that's what the coaches look for. Sometimes you just get squeezed out for reasons outside of your control, and to come back here and play in these games, which are really high quality games, is really important and gives you a chance to get back in.
You mentioned Fogarty. He drifted forward and kicked 2 goals today and looked really impressive.
He did, yeah. I really, he's not a player I really knew much about coming across, but as a player and as a person, I really enjoy playing with him and hanging out with him. He's just got a great attitude, and he's probably, he'd probably be the most unlucky, in the squad that's not in the side. Has played some really good games at AFL level and finds himself out of the side, but you wouldn't know it with his attitude, and I guess that showed. That was on display today. He played really well. Played to his strengths, inside the contest was fantastic, and snuck forward and kicked a couple of goals, which is great, and hopefully gets an opportunity really soon.
You shared the ruck forward duties today with Asava Radagalia. How did you find that?
Yeah, it was good. The dog's had a really big. He's quite a monster. The young fella from North Adelaide. So he was a bit of a handful for us both. But that's what we're going to be faced with at AFL level. Asava and I, we both give away probably an inch or two. So it was really good for us both to get in there and try and play to our strengths. He's a big guy and was quite dominant in the hit-outs, but we were able to get around the ground and get involved, and we see that's what Mark Litzhoff does and Reece Stanley. So it was a good battle, and it's good to be able to share that.
Both teams had their fair share of the contest today. Probably got overrun in that last quarter.
Yeah, for sure. You've got to. There's no actual scoreboards, but I think we can be honest and say the Dogs got a hold of us late in the game, and they had I think they had 3 or 4 on the bench, whereas we only had 1 or 2. So that can take its toll. But those poor buggers are still out here running now, and we're getting on the bus to go home. But they were a quality unit. But we saw some things. We probably started slowly and then really rebounded hard, and similar to the game the night previous, we really got back into the contest, and I think that's a great lesson for young guys. Is even though we're rolling off a bus and doing a 20-minute warm up and starting games, you can't really afford to be off, and even more so at AFL level.
And just finally, for the Cats fans sitting at home who didn't get to see today's game, who else did you like the look of out there?
I really like Francis Evans. He's really composed. He's calm. Not even people who follow underage footy probably wouldn't know a lot about him with his background and coming through the amateur footy. So he's really composed. He's probably going to find it hard to get an opportunity this season, but if he does, he's ready to go. I really liked his performance. And another one who's probably going to find it hard to get a game this year, but a first-year player, Sam De Koning. He like his brother, looks really good as a ruckman, and there's a lot of talk about his best position, and he's probably drafted as a tall defender, but he's about 202 centimetres. He reckons he's still growing, and he looks really good around the ground in the ruck, so he might be one to watch for as well.
Thanks, Josh.
Great, thank you.